So let us not delay anymore and move straight off to the question answer segment. I would like to ask my first question to respected Dr. Mesbasser. People are taking many medicines such as preventive measures. Are these drugs really working as a prophylactic agent? Is there any study suggesting the prophylaxis of COVID-19?
Thank you very much, Nasin. So your question is about that whether we have any medication that we can use prophylactically, and whether is there any kind of a study ongoing at this moment. So in response to your questions, uh, the direct answer is yes. There are some studies ongoing at this moment that scientists they are trying to find any drug that could be used prophylactically. Also, they're looking for some drugs that can be used for the treatment. But if I rephrase your questions a little bit, it's like, do we have any medication at this point that we can use prophylactically? The straight answer is no. You will not find any guideline that will suggest that you can use any medication such as hydroxychloroquine or dexamethasone. They're not indicated for prophylactic use at all in case of COVID-19 disease. But you can say, okay, President Trump, he has been using hydroxychloroquine for prophylactic use. But that's Mr. Trump, and he's a funny guy, isn't he? So apart from that, the answer is no. That's a bad news, but there's some good news too. The good news is like, although we do not have medication for prophylactic use, but we can take some preventive measure or prophylactic measures, and if we all practice those preventive measures, we'd be okay. So there are 5 rules that you can practice, and I made a video about it, and I already shared the video with the BPS team. I assume that after when the podcast is finished, they're going to share that. So I'm not going to talk about those 5 rules in details. So you can watch it, and then as a community, we can practice that. In addition to that 5 rules, you can also do a breathing exercise. And it works like a magic, believe me. And it's not my words. All the researchers and experts who are experts on respiratory disorder, they think that this works really well. So what is the breathing exercise? It's very simple. It's like that you have to inhale deeply and exhale deeply, but slowly. When you exhale, slowly. When you inhale, slowly. And at the inhalation of the breath, you hold it, maybe 3 or 5 seconds, something like that. So you do it 5 times, and at 5 times when you're exhaling, instead of exhaling, you do a cough, strong cough. So I'm actually demonstrating to you, it should be, I think, easier to understand. It's like you inhale, hold 3 to 5 seconds. I mean, don't pressurize, although, then exhale slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times when you are exhaling, like I'm doing for the 5th time, hold, instead of exhaling, you cough, something like that. But of course, don't cough onto someone else. Use a piece of cloth or tissue paper, or maybe even into a sleep. And the idea of this breathing exercise is really helps your lung capacity. And you know that for COVID-19 disease, it vitally affects the lung. And you do not need to be infected to do this breathing exercise. As a matter of fact, if as a healthy person, if you do this practice, that's really good. So, and the third point I wanted to mention in terms of prophylactic measurements, which is like any disease, like it could be viral, it could be bacterial. It's when your immune system is suppressed, then you're attacked by the disease. There's so many virus and bacteria all around us, but we are not sick every time because our immune system can fight back. So to boost up your immunity, you can try vitamin C. There are so many citrus fruits, and you could also take tablets of vitamin C that might help. Some researchers also found that vitamin D could be a help. So altogether, there are 3 points in terms of prophylactic measurements. 1, the 5 rules you would maintain that you will watch from the video. which would be shared, I believe. Second, you do the breathing exercise. Like I said, it works like magic, trust me. And the third point is to boost up your immune system, vitamin C and vitamin D. Thank you.